Hello everyone, this is another StarCraft 2 game. I actually saw it was saved, and it was saved under an interesting name. I don't want to say what it's called, because that would spoil the surprise. Yes indeed. So I thought I'd talk about it, because it's quite interesting. So this is me, this is Delta, in the northern part of Metalopolis. That's always quite hard for me to say. And over here was my opponent, Werewolf, the Terran, red Terran there, but he decided to pack up and leave and relocate to the gold minerals, which is always very annoying. I mean, this has happened to me quite a few times on this map, and if you don't scout it quite quickly, you're in for a lot of trouble. Last time it happened to me, I kind of decided to always send an early scout. But this game I just forgot, so I'm just kind of scouting with my overlord. I'm just kind of droning up, and yeah, I'm going to get an early extractor, an early spawning pool, because I don't really like expanding quickly here. Although, as it turns out, it would probably would have been a good idea for me to expand here, as you will soon see. So the Terran player is sending some SUVs out. SUV? What's an SUV? I don't know. But anyway, he's sending these out, which aren't SUVs. They're SUVs, and they're going to do something pretty funky. They're going to go in front of my ramp, and they're going to build 2 barracks. Look at that. Look at that. And I'm looking at this, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing. This is not very nice. I'm not sure what I'm doing. The reason why I said it would be a good idea to expand here is that it might buy me some time, because Marines don't kill buildings very quickly. If I've got an expansion, then maybe an immediate spawning pool. I don't know, we'll see. We'll see how I try and hold it off anyway, because this is a very scary position. I build a spine crawler just for some safety, and another one as well because I'm panicking. I don't know if that's a good idea, but it kind of made sense to me. So these barracks are nearly complete now, and have a look at the income. Let's have a look. The Terran player he's not really going ahead. That's kind of surprising. I think he's stopped making SCVs, which is a bit of a mistake, to be honest, because if you've got the gold, you can really quickly get a really high income. So I finally kind of discover this with my drone, and I'm like, sugar, I thought this might happen. So yeah, what is my response? And this cheeky bugger, oh my god, he's like starting to set up base outside my base. What's all this about? So he's getting his factory down, and I don't actually see this. I see the barracks, but nothing else. So I think I decide to work towards roaches. That seemed like a good idea. So I'm getting another queen. I'm getting this queen so she can spread some creeps, because I don't want his barracks to move up here, land here, and just completely block me off. Because then you can have some Marines just behind here and just like kick some ass, you know, just cover this whole area and trap me in my base. So it's the 5-minute mark, and I'm pretty uncomfortable because I don't have my second base even started. So I've really got to kind of focus on getting the most efficient economy I can, and also getting the most efficient units I can. So that's why I'm getting this Roach Warren, because they're pretty decent against Marines, and they pack a punch. They're good for early defense. That's my reasoning anyway. So I'm kind of moving these spine crawlers up just to see if I can poke away at anything I can. I wish they did burrow just slightly quicker. Yeah, I'm a Zerg, I'm going to say that, of course I am. Yep, so this is interesting actually, because I saw him repair it, the barracks, so I'm like, I didn't think it would make much difference, but it's eating into his money a little bit. You know, it's quite significant, because that costs money to repair, you see. So we're starting to get tanks out, and he's getting the siege mode, which is really annoying to try and deal with, because you could always, I don't know, put some tanks down here just below this ledge, away so roaches can't reach them. Use these barracks to kind of spot the high ground, or just put some marines up. No. And it's really hard to deal with. And I'm not. It doesn't make me happy. It doesn't make me happy. I'm not sure. No, I still don't see the factory, and his supply block. So he doesn't actually execute this the best he could. He's got no orbital command yet. So he's made quite a few blunders, which kind of, I think. Oh, here we go. This is where I discover the siege tanks. So he's lifting up his barracks. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's just trying to save them from the spine crawlers. And setting up base outside my base. It's not nice. It's not nice. I don't react well to that. So I decided to get a Nidus worm. Yes, indeed. Because if I'm trapped, if I can't go out this way, down this ramp, I've really got to expand, I'm feeling, because it's coming up to the 10-minute mark, and I didn't have a second expansion. So my plan was to get a Nidus worm, use what site I have to get a Nidus worm out here, try and harass this, because I know that he's got no units here, and no defense, basically. Try and shut this down while expanding outside somewhere. That was my plan. And I'm getting another hatchery because I just thought it'd be a good idea. I think because I felt like I needed a bit more production than just this lair would give me. So I decided to get another one because my money's getting quite high. And oh, I wonder what his reaction to that would be. Let's see if you can see it. No. So I sent a few Zerglings out. So he lifts this off. Okay, so that's already, I'm feeling quite happy because all of these SCVs are going to go down, and it stopped this mining in this base. So that makes me very happy. Very happy. And I've got this option to, I don't know, just send units out here. Maybe come up this way and attack around this way. So it makes me very happy. I feel like that was a good move. And plus I've got some free supply depots. That's always nice. So yeah, he's using this barracks to spot the high ground. And I suppose I could have saved these, to be honest, but I kind of spilled blunder. And I've got some transfusions left on my queen, so I'm going to see what I can do with these roaches. And it turns out not a lot at all. Will I get that tank? No. So I lost all of those roaches for nothing. That was really bad. So I'm feeling the heat. I'm getting some more defences. I'm trying to use what I can of my larvae. Get some more roaches out, because I feel that's, unless you take to maybe Mutalis, but because I don't have a second base up, I don't have enough gas to support as many Mutalis as I'd like. So I guess I've got quite an excess, but with the Spire costing 200 gas, and you know, I feel like roaches would be the better idea here. So what am I doing here? I'm sending some units out. I've got a drone out. I'm going to make a hatchery here just to expand, because I'm kind of following the same logic that you should in a normal game. I'm expanding furthest away from my opponent, because my opponent's all the way in the north. Fair enough, he's right outside my door, which technically isn't very far away at all, but because he's got tanks, I know that he's not very mobile. So if I expand down here, all he can really hit me with is marines. That's his fastest unit at the minute, and they're still pretty slow, and I could always intercept them with this Nidus worm. So I feel like that's the best place to expand. So I'm gathering up my forces, getting some roaches, ready for a push. I really don't want to have any tanks here. I think I actually took down a tank that tried to move up there, I'm not sure. And I'm just trying to keep the pressure on. Like, I've got some forces to the west, which I can swing in at any point if I spot any kind of weaknesses. And if you look at his harvesters, he's only got 8. So I'm actually doing okay. That attack on his gold did quite well. And again, I'm trying to keep the tank numbers down, because if you get maybe 4 or 5 tanks, it's just really hard to deal with, especially with roaches. It's just really tricky. So I'm just trying to keep them down, maybe 2 or 3 max. Any more than that and I feel quite uncomfortable. So I'm trying to I'm just pumping all my funds into these kind of efficient units. I like roaches for taking out tanks because they've got a slow attack speed, but they do a fair amount of damage with every hit, so you can literally select them all, move in, attack, retreat a bit, you know, let their attack cooldown kind of reset, go in and then attack again. That seems to work quite well. So I've got my base up here. I kind of forgot about it, but that will soon kick in, so that's good, that's good. I don't think he knows about it. Let's have a look. I just pressed back by accident. My bad. No, he doesn't. Oh, and I'm actually counter-attacking here. It's a good job I did back up, actually.